Welcome back to Digi Bros.
No, I'm not ready. Here we go.
On this episode, Victor comes up with the topic.
Oh, my brain really hurts. It's like it hasn't been breathing for a long time. It just needs oxygen. I think it's because I'm addicted to energy drinks. Probably. I mean, I probably have like an actual physical dependency on fucking energy drinks. And I haven't had any.
Why haven't you been drinking?
Because I don't have any money, so I can't go out and buy energy drinks. Because I feel bad about it if I go out and just buy one like on a credit card. So I'm just like not drinking them.
Just go. I mean,
not doing it, man.
Like Dad's paying for the drinks that you consume either way.
Yeah.
What does it matter if you get energy drinks versus other?
Well, now at least I don't have any drinks, so it's like maybe I'll have an excuse. But like I don't know.
We could go get energy drinks right now.
Could we? Could we go do that right now?
We'd have to put this episode on pause, which we just started.
Well, I mean, we just hit pause and then we come back like nothing happened. Do a fucking quagga-lacka.
Right, you ready?
I'm holding bomb.
All right, we're back. I mean, we're still mid-episode. Like, we didn't stop.
No,
after
everything's
an episode,
changed.
But we went and got Wawa.
Yeah. All right, now I'm very disoriented.
How did the energy drink treat you? Do you feel better about life again?
I don't know, man. I've consumed a lot.
I've consumed a lot.
I had dinner and then I had a headache, so I was like, maybe I'll eat some ramen, and I made too much ramen and I ate a bunch of that, and then I had this drink, and then I was like, man, I'm really full, but I wanted the energy drinks, and now I'm drinking the energy drink, but I'm also really bloated, so everything is hell. Life is misery.
I ate a quesadilla just
Kinda
now.
had a quesadilla.
It was alright.
The dude working at Wawa was wearing a hoodie that said Wawa. I thought that was amazing.
More importantly, recognized Gundam on my shirt.
Yeah, he was like, about
dude,
that Gundam.
Is that a Gundam? And I was like, yeah, man. So I got on the RX-78 shirt. It's like just the face of the RX-78. He's like, yeah, man, I used to buy the model kits, but you know, I'd put them together but never paint them. And I was like, ain't nobody got time to paint that shit.
Yep.
I didn't say it like that.
Begotten lives can't be painted.
I knew he was checking out the shirt too. I was like, this motherfucker, he totally knows this is a Gundam, doesn't he? And then he said something.
It's a Gundam!
I am Gundam.
Yeah.
Victor, what all Gundams have you seen?
The original movies.
Right.
Zeta Gundam.
Yeah.
A little bit of Turn A Gundam.
Yeah.
A little bit of Gundam Unicorn.
Yeah.
The first episode of Gundam, the new one. The Origin.
The Origin, yeah.
G Gundam.
Right. Did you ever see all of G Gundam?
I think I saw most of it. I saw the ending. I think I saw like the last arc entirely.
Yeah, that's all you really need.
Yeah.
That's the best part. You ever watch any of Gundam Wing or Seed or 00?
Nope. I think I watched the first episode of 00 a long time ago.
I am Gundam!
Like when that started. I am Gundam.
You ever watch any of Double Zeta or Victory Gundam?
Nope.
Watch any of...
I feel like I should. Oh, I remember watching 0083 or whatever.
Yeah, 0083, 0080, 8th MS Team.
Yeah.
F91.
Those ones.
I don't think you've seen F91 because I just
I
saw it like a little while ago. I'm asking, interestingly enough, I think I might have seen more Gundam shows than you.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
It's an odd thought because you were like
seen a little bit of Build Fighters.
Robots. Oh yeah, Build Fighters.
Robots.
Hey,
am I that big into robots anymore? I don't feel like I am anymore.
Well, not really anymore.
It's kind of depressing because it just doesn't exist anymore.
I'm just saying that you were into robots for a long time. How much of Age did you watch?
Oh, I watched all of that.
Oh really? You watched all of Age?
Yeah.
Didn't it kind of turn to shit?
Yeah.
Not
the last arc is just. It's really like the second arc goes on a little too long, and it's just like got too much of this romance element. And you're just like, I don't care.
And then the last arc's like.
And then the last arc, yeah. It's weird. It does that Gundam thing where it's weird. Fucking wolves, man. Blah.
I like what they're doing with Gundam though, because Sunrise found a format for releasing Gundam
Yeah.
And I even asked them about this at a panel, and they pretty much confirmed that it's exactly what they're doing.
Uh-huh.
Which is that what happened with Gundam is that they basically turned it into a kids show.
Yeah.
But didn't want to right. They didn't want to alienate the adult audience. And the thing about Gundam is that the original shows were like it was a dramatic war story. It was supposed to be heavy. It was supposed to be like Tomino wanted it to be like a hardcore war thing, you know? Like his original design for the Gundam was all white because it was a war machine.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be not like colorful, but like the people at like Bandai and Sunrise are like, we can't do that. Like we have to be able to sell toys because that's what's going to fund this fucking show is the toys, you know? So they changed the design. They had him constantly introduce new robots all the time, you know, like every episode there's some new robot that they can make a toy out of. And so the original Gundam is pretty formulaic, but then if you watch the film versions, it's like they cut out all that like formulaic shit and just made it a story. And it was really successful. So then like the next few Tomino, like when Tomino was in charge of Gundam, it was always like fairly serious and like war story-ish. But Tomino's also A, crazy, B, a terrible director, and C, like didn't want to keep doing Gundam after a while. Like he did the original, he did Zeta, he did Double Zeta, and then like he didn't really want to keep going, but they kept getting him to make more. And the last one he did was Victory Gundam because he hated working on Gundam, so he made people die constantly, and it was this horrible, depressing fucking disaster.
Yeah.
And then right after that, they were like, well, we want to give it to someone else, and so they made G Gundam, which is like the total opposite, and it's a kids show, but it's a kids show made by a crazy man named Yasuhiro Imagawa, who Tomino personally handed the series over to, who is, who made it this insane, exciting show. But, like, after that, Gundam became, like, a different. And, like, when you watch, like, Gundam Wing or Gundam Seed or Gundam 00, they're all, like, more teenager aimed, you know? And the characters are usually pacifists who don't want to fight, who refuse to kill anybody, you know? And it's like, it's like a war story for teenagers, you know. It no longer has the gravitas of the older shows where, you know, characters were constantly dying, you know, they had to deal with the immoral things they were doing, and they had to kill people and shit. And Ghost Lightning's always saying how, like, the number one reason that Gundam Seed is, like, complete garbage is that the main character is just such a good pilot, he can get away with not killing people.
Oh, of course.
Like, he's so good.
Yeah, that's what happens at the end of Gundam Age, too.
Right.
Where it's like he gets his ultimate weapon, or he doesn't have to kill anyone. It's like,
But with Gundam Age, it's a kids show.
Yes, it is.
Like, and what they finally did with Gundam is, like, they kind of split it in half, where they were like, we're gonna have one for them and one for them. So with Gundam Age, it ran at the same time as the Gundam Unicorn OVAs were coming out. And, like, the Unicorn OVAs are these unbelievably gorgeously produced, like, you know, high-tier OVAs that actually have, like, interesting characters and interesting story, and they do Gundam right. They do it, like, adult, and it's not directed by Tomino, which is a good thing, because he's a terrible director. Like, he's a great idea man.
And it's based on, like, novels or whatever.
Yeah, well, he wrote the novels.
I see.
Like, I'm pretty sure he wrote the Unicorn novels, but, like, his directing touch is not on the anime series, which is a good thing because his directing is madness. And don't get me wrong, like, I think the movie Gundam F91 shows, like, what Tomino's trying to do in all of his shows done right, which is the whole point of Tomino's directing. He's trying to show you how chaotic war is, how like everything is chaos, there's always things going on that all affect one another. But he portrays this in a way that is incomprehensible to follow, and like just sometimes if you ever watch Gundam G-Reco, the show makes no fucking sense.
Yes,
and,
which is wonderful. I haven't watched enough of that.
I've heard from a bunch of people who said that they watched the whole thing just to experience it.
So I really want to finish it just to have that G-Reco experience.
This seems like total busy work, that it makes you constantly go through that door just to pull this fucking lever up and down 3 fucking times to get these fucking balls.
Something satisfying about it.
That is bullshit. Anyways.
Well, they'll use it in more interesting ways later.
Yeah. G-Reco's madness, but like they made Unicorn, and it's the Gundam show that Gundam fans wanted, or like at least UC Gundam fans wanted, you know. And so they had Age for kids and Unicorn for adults, and now they did Gundam Build Fighters, which adults apparently love as well, because all the Gundam fans I know fucking adore Gundam Build Fighters.
I had watched like 3 episodes of it, and was just kind of like, yeah, I get the idea. It's a kid's show.
But
and like it seemed cool,
it's
but then
really
it's just
great
like,
for Gundam fans.
I was not in the mood for it at the time.
And it does have some of the best like Gundam fights ever. Because as Ghost Lightning put it, like what's perfect about Gundam Build Fighters as a concept is that they don't have to have the supposed war story. Where like with Age, because it's a kids show and they tried to make it like, oh, no one's gonna die in the last final battle or whatever, it's like, it's a load of bullshit because it's supposed to be a war scenario. So then with Gundam Build Fighters, it's like, well, here's a scenario where you can have the greatest mech fights that you've ever animated and no one has to die because it's a fucking game, you know? It was a genius idea. And then at the same time, they start releasing the Origin movies. So that's the one for...
God, the Gundam Build Fighters were the last model kits I ever bought. And the last one I bought, I never built. And that's why I've never bought another one, because I was like, until I build
you've
that
never
one.
built it?
Yeah, the last one I got was the third robot from that show. I never built it.
Really?
And I was like, why would I buy another one when I haven't built the last Gundam I bought?
I had no idea that there is an unbuilt Gundam in your room.
Yes, it's just sitting in a box in the closet, waiting to be built.
Yeah, that does make sense as a reason not to buy anymore.
It's like, clearly I don't enjoy this enough to finish the last one, you know?
That's
like
my
it just became
on,
tedious instead of like a lot of fun for me.
My policy on video games is I never beat them, so why do I keep buying them, you know? Which I wish I could say that I've completely kept to that, but like Steam games, man, they're so cheap. It's real hard to to be like, it's $2. Even if I don't play it, I won't miss the $2.
Fuck my ass.
You know?
This dude is just so powerful.
What are you supposed to do? Like,
I'm not
pick up
sure.
his thing? It seems like you're supposed to pick up his thing and throw
Well, I
it
get
at
that
him.
as a weapon later, but I'm not sure. I feel like I want to shoot him in the face with bomb arrows or something.
That didn't do shit.
I'm gonna die. I was fast. Throw your ball. Fuck.
You realize this is a reference to A Link to the Past.
Shit.
This guy.
Dude, he wrecked my shit.
This guy's the first thing you fight in A Link to the Past. Is a guy who swings a ball and chain around when you're trying to save the princess at the beginning. When you first go into the dungeon.
Well, that's neat.
Well, not the first guy you fight, but like the first mini boss, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Put me right there. That's good.
Victor Collins, huge Zelda fan, never played Link to the Past.
Yep. Y'all can get the fuck over it. I'm a 3D Zelda fan. Nah, I like some of the other games, the 2D games.
You just refuse to play it for no reason.
I think the only 2D Zelda game I've beat is the DS one.
Why don't you just go play A Link to the Past?
The 3DS
That's
one
what you
too.
can do with all your boredom that you have.
Maybe I will.
Play fucking A
But
Link to the Past.
I'm playing Alpha Sapphire. I'm already like over halfway through that game.
Well, once you beat it, which is inevitable, and you realize that you still have nothing to do.
As soon as I finish Seinfeld, I'll beat Alpha Sapphire and finish Seinfeld.
You're gonna finish Seinfeld like today. Aren't you know, like 3 episodes from the end or something? Like you're on season 9.
Probably like 10 episodes or so.
Let me see.
Incredibly long. It's like 20 episodes a season. I just gotta hit his little tail.
Well, that's what the camera kept indicating, but you didn't seem to be going for it.
You can't quite just like aim for it. He does so much damage. There we go. Motherfucker.
You can only do it when he's
Jesus
thrown his
Christ.
thing. When he starts reeling it in, you get away from him. Why do you...
So I got that.
What are you trying to do?
I had to stay close to him so I don't get hit by it. There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Bada boom, bada bing. I got him. I hope. There we go. Oh, Jesus.
9-year fucking death animation.
He was a cool guy.
You know,
Rad.
Devu made a pretty good point about
You ready for one of my favorite
the intro
weapons?
chapter of this game
Uh-huh.
and why it doesn't work that well as the beginning of a big adventure.
Why?
Because you were saying, like, your defense of it being so slow is you're like, well, it's this huge 50-hour game, it's going to be epic and everything. But that opening segment doesn't give you the sensation that it's going to be an epic story. it gives you the sensation that you're trapped in a boring shit until you get to the epic story.
I don't know.
And like, because he was describing the Lord of the Rings movies, and he's like, you know, when you start the Lord of the Rings, it immediately gives you like the sensation of like hugeness. Like you're in the Shire is like this big, gorgeous, interesting village, and when they're leaving, like it's already an interesting story before they even leave. You know, you get the sense of majesty and bigness of what's gonna come, like right from the start.
I disagree. As a kid, I did not feel that way. I was just kind of like, I have no fucking idea where this is going from being in the Shire, and I was just kind of like, this sucks. Like, they're just in this little shitty hobbit village. I don't care.
There's a difference between as a kid and now, though.
Yes.
If you watch it now, you're interested. You play the first part of this game now, and it's still fucking boring.
I like it.
I mean, I like the part in the village. I don't like anything else about the opening part. Like, I love...
It's just like your opinion, man.
I love the idea of like helping all the people with their stuff, but I think Ocarina of Time did that the way it should have been done, which is like 20 minutes, if that. And no, probably like I think it took us 15 minutes the first time to get into the Deku Tree, and that's with all of the fucking long ass dialogue, you know. So like 5 to 10 minutes just to dick around in a village, get used to the controls, you know, and you learn little interesting snippets about everybody's life, like, oh hey, this guy's this dude and this guy's like this, and that's what they're all doing, and it's like a fun story, and then you move along. In this game, it's like you learn all that fun stuff in between like 8 years of going through wolf mode in a fucking castle, and then following a fucking monkey through miasma. That part pisses
The monkey
me
through
off.
miasma was a little slow.
Like, that's the kind of thing you put in the game once I'm in the game. You know, you don't put in all the slow bullshit before I've even gotten into the idea that I'm in an epic adventure, you know? Like, right now, this dungeon is cool now because we know where we are. We're in this big world, we find these interesting characters, and we slowly plod through this interesting place, you know? It's not following a monkey through a fucking forest. And then doing the same exact thing again.
I feel like the forest level just broke you. It's just not good for you at all.
Well, I mean, watching you play this game has made me feel like this is a game I'd rather watch you play than play myself.
What? I figured by now you'd be like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Because I haven't done all the extra stuff and shit.
I don't like the way that it is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Go on.
Next time on Digiverse, I'll try to explain that sentence.
Conrad will try to make sense.
Actually, we still have time left. What I mean is, how do I put this?
There now.
Because I don't want to just say the controls, but like just the feel of the game is not like what I like about other Zelda games.
Yeah.
And I also just don't like the feel all around.
I just love the feel of this. God.
It just is not the kind of
so
game
wrong.
I'd want
Oh,
to
shit.
play. It's
Go back and get
interesting to
some soup.
watch, and also the fact that I have felt like nothing in like all the stuff that you get excited about. I haven't really felt anything.
Well, it's because you're not playing the game and you're not invested in it. You're not reading all the cutscenes. You're not listening to.
I don't want to
the
read
music.
cutscenes.
That's what I'm saying, but it's.
If I wanted to, I would have been reading the cutscenes.
Either way, I mean, you don't have to read the fucking cutscenes, but I'm saying you're not immersed in the fucking game because you're not playing the game. You're just talking over the game. If you were immersed in the game, you would feel.
If I was capable
those
of
are
getting
awesome.
immersed in the game, I'd be immersed in the game.
Oh my god.
I would be immersed in the game right now. I've been immersed in other games that I've watched people play.
Yeah.
I've been immersed in Ocarina of Time
You're
watching
never
people play
paying
it.
attention when I get to the cool parts. Because it's like, if you're on the long journey yourself, you've been playing this game for 5 hours straight one night, and you get to that part, you're like, oh shit, this is cool.
I don't... Everything just kind of feels like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like my kind of thing.
Whatever.
Nothing in this has filled me with the sense
You
of...
can feel however you want.
None of this has filled me with the sense of wonder that the Minish Cap has filled me with before.
Uh-huh.
where like
this game fills me with absolute
where
wonder.
like I find a thing and it opens a thing and I go, oh my god, it opened that thing. Like that's what I want. I don't want it to be like, oh, now you're fighting a crazy thing, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm fighting a crazy thing.
I just like
now.
the scenes in this game. That's what separates it from Ocarina of Time for me, where it's just like I feel like it's almost the same game, but this one has cool scenes, and so that's what makes it better to me. Like they're both fucking perfect, but this one has those cool scenes, and therefore it is superior.
The scenes just don't do anything for me, man. I don't like. It's like that commenter said. You know, all those things, like, oh, you escape from a burning cage and you do this and that, and I don't say anything, but then when a bunch of bugs jumped on you, I started screaming about dick
You're
worms.
into it. Like I was explaining before playing this game, where it's just like, I get into these long stretches, and I'll play it for 4 days and beat the game. It took me 45 hours, and it's just like, each time you get to a new dungeon, it's just like, it's been all this fucking time, you're on this epic quest, and you're just like, yeah, I'm so fucking into this.
I think
it feels like this just long experience.
I think if anybody, the Devu can attest to this, because I think he feels the same way. That what people look for in games doesn't seem to be what I look for in games.
Of course.
Or what people or what developers are trying to make games to be. Like where what I would want is not what's happening. You know?
Of course, because you're fucking weird.
Right. Whereas. And I think that's a big part of why I like anime so much, is that so much of what I want from anime is in anime. You know, like there's plenty of shows that are like, oh man, this is exactly what I needed at this point in my life. And I think a big part of why I don't get that a lot from video games is that video games are too fucking long, and it's too hard for me to like get into a game and then realize that like I care about it. You know. Yeah. Like, I played through, like, an hour of Persona 3, and I couldn't figure out if I cared about it or not. There's, like, a lot of things that are cool and interesting about it, and a lot of things that I'm just like, whatever. But, like, after over an hour, I couldn't figure it out. Like, do I care
take
or
that
not?
investment, man. You have to... there has to be some insanity in you that drives you to play the rest of this fucking game.
With this fucking game, I played 4 hours, and I still wasn't sure if I liked it or not. Like, and I was just like... This is too much. With anime, I can tell in 5 minutes if I'm gonna care or not. You know, like with fucking video games, it's like hours and hours, and it's like I don't know. I don't understand what I'm looking at. You know.
Yes.
Until that one game comes along that's just like, sweet, I like it. You know, Super Meat Boy, cool, I like it immediately. Chantilly's or fucking Gianna Sisters for the 2 games that I made videos about. Both of those were just like, I immediately knew this is sweet. I love it, you know.
Yeah. Well, no, man, you're a dildo.
I am a dildo.
That's the only explanation.
Next time on Digi Bros, we went over time.